Have you been wanting to embroider on the cuff of your jeans? I'll show you. It's so easy. So much easier than you think. I'll show you how. Hi everybody. So today I am going to embroider on a cuff of my jeans. So the hardest part is picking a design. That's pretty common with all embroidery projects, is picking what you want to make next and what will fit well on what. So on a pant leg, depending on the pants that you choose, if it's already got a cuff, then I try to work within that line, but you don't have to. You could always unsew the cuff and change the width of your cuff if you chose, but I just stay within the size. So you're gonna wanna size it, right? Get your little tape measure out and figure out the width by the length. So on this one, my width, I want to keep it to under about 2 1/4, and then the length can be as big as 6 inches. I've already chosen a design. It took me forever to pick a design because there's so many fun ideas. So you'll see what we're going to do on these. These are nice dark jeans. What I would recommend is choosing a design, like I said, within those parameters. You can always resize it smaller, but you don't want anything that's not rectangle shape. Like if it's a square, then you're going to be going over too much of the jeans on your machine, and that's hard. The other thing is, if you do a sketch design or an embroidered design, those are definitely easier than doing an applique. Doing an applique on a tiny area, especially you'll see when we're hooping it can be difficult. So my suggestion would be not doing an applique, doing an embroidery or a sketch design. So the other thing is, depending on your jeans, you can get, like there's this one that has this wide cuff. That gives you more of an embroidery area, obviously. This is a cute little just embroidery only, and it's not even filled. It was a very simple design, and this is a nice big cuff. I think I had like 4 inches wide to work with. So you could pick, I mean, there's so many fun things. Well, you'll see I've got several, almost all of my jean cuffs have embroidery on them. I know you're so surprised. So this one was also from Embroidery Library. It's a cute little truck with flowers. I love this one. I had to shrink this sucker down a lot though, so you have to be prepared using embroidery software to be able to shrink it up to whatever parameter that you need for your pant cuff. This was, I think, also an Embroidery Library. Super cute Peace Love bike, and of course I made my bike pink. So cute. And I did a basic pink bike. This was a design off of Etsy. JL Designs had this. It's a cute little simple bike that I made pink, and that again I had to shrink it down. This was a really fun one. I think I adjusted it quite a bit. I made these a couple of years ago actually, but this was by So Cute Applique, and I think I added the word, I don't remember exactly, I changed it, but I'll look it up. But anyway, this was a really fun one for a pant cuff. I really liked that. So are you ready to see what we're going to do on the latest pair and how to do it? All right, join me. Let's have fun. Okay, I'm going to try and show you how to pin it. So you want to make sure that you're not embroidering both sides, obviously, or you're not going to get your leg in there, right? So you want to make sure to pin it in a way that has this back part of the cuff out of the way. So you're only going to have the main part where you want. Obviously make sure that you're on the right side, the front of the leg, and make sure that the back is all the way out of the way. And then you're gonna get it on your hoop and pin it. So this is one of the reasons that you don't want too large of a design, because you don't really have the whole area, because you're gonna have it's gonna be sitting up a little bit because of having to move this back part out of the way. Hopefully that makes sense, and we'll show you some pictures after it's all pinned. Are we having fun yet? Okay, so it doesn't matter where you pin it on your hoop. You just want to give yourself a little bit of room and make sure that it is pinned to the hoop. So I have it pinned on both edges to the hoop, and then I have this pinned up out of the way, and then I have a couple on the inside. Can you see those? There they are. Just to help hold it in place. But keep in mind, this is not the kind of project that you're going to hoop and walk away from. This sucker we're going to watch really closely. So just be prepared to babysit this. Here we go. Okay, so the design I chose is a cute little sunflower. It's actually a peeking sunflower, like a pocket peeker, and I thought it'd be so cute and so perfect for the end of my jean cuffs. So there's a couple things you want to do. I turned my design sideways just so that I could position my pants in a way that worked for me, and then what I did is I went to edit and I pushed. So if you go here to the middle, and then I wanted to see how far over it's going to go, so I would push that button, and that shows me it's going to stitch here and my jeans are over here, so I need to move the design. So that's why I was saying it doesn't matter where you hoop, because you're going to end up moving the design anyway, since it's a small design that you want in a very specific spot. So I'm just going to move over my design, and it's easy to do with the edit button. You can move it wherever, and you can see it moves your needle over as you press that move button, so that you can see where the edge is. So my machine is a Brother Dream machine, but I'm sure all machines have something that you can move your needle around or move the design around, whatever. So anyway, this is the bottom edge, and I can see that on here so that I can center it just right to where I want it on my jeans. So I would move it in a little bit more, but then I'm going to use those buttons just to see where the top is, where the bottom, and both sides, just to make sure that I've got it centered where I want. So now I have it centered on the very bottom edge of the cuff of my jeans, and I would want to hit this button that shows me where it's going to stitch, and then I'm going to go up and down on this right edge just to see where it's going to stitch out. So my design is small, it's 2.18 by 3.85, and so this shows me exactly how tall it's going to be from the bottom edge. All right, so now that we know that we have it right on the bottom edge, like I said, you're going to use these buttons to check the placement for the top edge and both of the sides. We already did the sides from the bottom, but next we need to do the top edge. And since our design is sideways, our top edge would be down here. So I'm going to show you. All right, so from there, that's our bottom edge, and then this is where the top part's going to be. So you can see I've chosen one that's going to go over the cuff just a tiny bit. Usually I do it just within here, and you can still do that just by resizing it a tiny bit, but I thought it'd look kind of cool, and I figure why not give it a try. So mine's going up on this top part of the cuff a little bit. So keep in mind that all this extra material could easily be pulled into the leg, into the stitching. So you want to be super careful and watch this like a hawk. Now, if you have one of these, It comes inside of the bags of stuffing, or you could use what are those? The Chinese food things, or cookie bag, pop cookie sticks, whatever you've got. But you want to use something like this, have it handy so that you don't see it going in and you put your fingers in there. Don't do it. Use a stick. Always use a stick to keep things out of the way, or if you get nervous. All right, so my placement's great. I'm very happy with this. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. Excuse the little lisp. I can hear it while I'm talking. I have one more month. Did you know I got braces? I have Invisalign braces. I'm pretty excited about it. I've had them since December 15th and I'm almost done. I have 4 weeks left. But anyway, that's why there's a little lisp. Just to add to the dork factor, right? All right, let's do this. Do you want to keep seeing tutorials from Cristin Creates? Then all you have to do is click that little red button right there, the subscribe button. It'll make me and Archer very happy. Thanks, everyone.